What's up, Copy Squad? It's your boy Kyle Milligan coming to you live in Boca Raton, Florida. And today I want to talk about why copywriters will never succeed unless they respect small thinking. So essentially, one of the things that I was talking about was that it's kind of respectable to see a guy like step into like the boxing ring and then just throw haymakers left and right and just go for the gold, right? Just try to get that knockout punch and win the match in one round. It's respectable to see that tenacity, right? But it's not respectable to see this dude step into the ring once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and then just keep getting knocked out and going down in the second round of every match, right? So I think that's where a lot of copywriters are with it, where they don't really respect small thinking. There is this whole obsession and admiration of charging like $10,000 for a sales letter. There are a lot of people looking to where folks are now and not really considering where they started from and thinking that's where they have to be today. And I think that plugs up the thinking, like the smart moves that I think a lot of people should be making, and gets them all derailed. So I want to tell you a couple quick stories that will kind of lead into that. So I've always been like a fan of Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad. And when I wrote a sales letter for him, I studied the bejesus out of all his materials. I even bought his board game Cash Flow. He has the game set up where you have to buy these, you get these deal cards, you get these small deal cards, right? And the small deal cards are the cards that nobody's going to respect, like in the real world, in the copywriting and freelance world, in my opinion. And oftentimes you're getting them for cheap, they're not worth much, and they don't really produce much cash flow in the game. But if you get a big deal card, it's just way out of your league. It's out of your element. You don't have the resources to get in. Like, there's no way. So what you have to do to graduate from a small deal card, you have to instead gather a bunch of small deals. You gotta like cobble together all this little stuff. And then eventually you get a big deal card and you realize, wait, if I sell 3 houses and half my stocks, I can afford what a big deal card would be, like a multi-family thing. And then you jump. You get in that big deal and you elevate to the next level, okay? Another thing Robert Kiyosaki says in his books, 4 green houses, 1 red hotel. That's monopoly, right? In order to get red hotel and charge the maximum amount of rent for your property, you have to first get 4 green houses. And I think the lesson that I got from playing the Cash Flow board game, from hearing that lesson about Monopoly and playing Monopoly myself, is that success is not something you do. And I think a lot of people absolutely 100% do not respect that. They don't respect that. They buy the book or they buy a video course and they want to go out there and they want to charge $5,000. When in reality, I've said this in I think it was our very last video I did, is can you basically produce that credibility? Can you produce the result that you say you can produce? And a lot of people, the answer is no. They don't even have any shred of like close to that sort of result, and yet they want the big deal card. That's what I'm talking about. People don't respect the small deal grind. They don't respect the small hustles, right? So what I say every day, there's 3 things that you should do every day, and I stole this from Joe Schrafer, right? It's the 3 daily practices for becoming a great copywriter fast. Read a piece of copy, write a piece of copy, come up with an idea a day, do 2 hours of deep work a day. And this is just daily stuff that you do every day and it compounds, okay? The other thing, I focus on the big 4 selling emotions. Don't complicate it. New, easy, safe, and big. I've done a bajillion videos on those emotions, but that's it. Get those emotions locked down. The small things. Focus on those and make your argument clear and precise. And again, it is these daily little tiny things over and over and over that makes up success. And that's all I got. Peace out, Copy Squad.